What's going on, podcast land, podcast people, party people? We are here live in the flesh. It is your two favorite heels, and we are here to
shoot the shit with you
every Tuesday, like we like to do here on this good old YouTube and Facebook, and possibly soon on the also known as X. But I'm gonna plug that every time. I ain't gonna bullshit.
No, I see. I can tell.
Y'all give me 1 second. I'm trying to set this up in the background so I can see what's going on here. But this is your favorite place to be on a Tuesday afternoon with your two favorite heels talking this good old wrestle talk. So what's been going on with you, my boy? How your week been?
Week's been all right. Like I said last week, Clemson is definitely getting there. Students are back. First game is next week. It's gonna be hell.
Oh yeah. Also, please be aware that there might be a schedule change. We don't know just yet, but it might be one. So we'll keep everybody posted. If that were to come aboard. But
hell, I thought I was gonna have to have you go on for about an hour without me today. That's how bad my day looked.
Oh man, this is a 2-man show, not a 1-man show.
I agree with you.
Y'all give me 1 second. I'm trying to push out this YouTube link. Hold on. It gotta be 2 people on here. It defeats the name. The people. Hold on. We got 6 people up in here, man. Y'all slide over to the YouTube. If you're on Facebook, come over to YouTube. That is much easier over here on YouTube. Give me 1 second. I'll get that to y'all. Hold on. Unos momento. Orderly. All right, here we go. Hold on. I gotta turn down my.
Hang on a second.
All right. So we pushed out the YouTube link. Everybody out there in podcast world. Okay, Ashley, what's the word? Brianna, say that's a girl. Oh, okay.
My girl just invaded.
make sure you subscribe. But yeah, how was your week, bro?
It's been all right so far. Like I said, today was a little rough. Last Friday was really rough. And like I said, man, next Tuesday and Friday, ain't no room for error. I can tell you that.
No room for error.
There's going to be all kinds of beer going up to Clemson next week.
Apologies. I'm eating my first pinfall right here live on camera.
That's her pet peeve is that name.
All right. Tell me how to properly pronounce it.
Brianna. Not Brianna.
Yeah, my bad.
You cannot.
Excuse me. I cannot get him. Come on, nigga. We supposed to be tag team champions. Supposed to be. I learned, but I want to hear all the tea.
She's the real tag team. You know, she's my real tag team partner. You know that.
Well, I know. I'm just the third wheel. Very nice.
I mean, you
I'm
could
like
just
Jeff
call
Hardy.
her
I'm just
you
here
could
to
just
take
call
the
her
bumps.
Bree. You could just call her Bree. Yeah, that'll work.
I tried that one time.
That one's okay.
World. Yeah. What's going on? What's going on, Nikki? What's
good.
the word? Yeah, people can say it says Bree. Very nice. Very nice. See, I'm already putting Nova on the channel. That's what we do. That's what the heels do. We get the baby faces over. But hey, y'all, I ain't gonna lie. It's been a very, very, very newsworthy week in the world of professional wrestling. Yes, indeed. I don't know if y'all got a chance to see Triple Mania. I don't know if that's your thing, but I saw it and I can't lie. I was actually entertained. It was pretty good. Like that was my first time really just diving into Lucha Libre as far as the AAA aspect goes. Like it was pretty good.
I'm gonna have to check that out. I don't know. I guess I
haven't
dove into it, back in the WCW.
I died with I died with the Omos and the Micro Man.
I saw that. I saw that video. That was pretty funny.
I wasn't even expecting it. Like I just died. I was like, whoa, it's crazy.
Like,
it's crazy.
He went up to Omos and just started pushing him and hitting him, and Omos just kind of turned around like, what the hell is this?
He's actually smaller than Hornswoggle.
Yeah,
he's only 3 feet tall, which is insane. But let's start here. I know we got to address the elephant in the room. We know, and we're definitely going to do that. But I want to start right here. Boom. Boom. What are your thoughts on a possible Y2J return to WWE?
I think it could be good. I think it could be good as long as he's not coming back and being for himself. As long as he's going to help, push some of the young stars. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying come back and lose every match, but you're past your prime, and it's kind of time to elevate younger stars. As for who he could potentially go against, I probably couldn't tell you that right now.
Now, I'm gonna read something real quick.
Sure.
Hold on, right quick. Hold on. Let me catch up on some of these comments. Hold on. Nah, shit. Open Facebook and see it a lot. Like, oh shit. Let me see what's going on. Okay, dude. You can watch it on YouTube. Like, they still got it up on their YouTube, on the WWE YouTube channel. True indeed.
That's true. That's yeah.
Yeah, I was on Bree's list.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you were. you don't call her. You don't call her that.
Come on,
it's kind of funny
to say, well, not for sure.
I have a Chris Jericho Funko coming where he's holding the list.
Yeah, that was some of the best shit that Jericho has ever done.
It was absolutely. Honest. And then the whatever, drink it in, lock it in, or whatever he said, that was some of his best work.
Drink it in, man.
I got in with the key.
All right, let me read this right quick.
Lock it in, man.
Let me read this right quick. Chris Jericho returning to the WWE is reportedly being talked about backstage. This is a direct quote from I want to say Dave Meltzer or Brian Alvarez from the Wrestling Observer. Jericho is actually a really big story. His contract is up at the end of the year or late in the year. And there's certainly been lots and lots of talk about WWE. I know from a WWE standpoint, there is lots of talk there about Jericho. People speculating Royal Rumble. Nobody has officially said anything, nor will anyone officially say anything. That's a very big story to watch at the end of the year. But yeah, there's been a lot of talk I've heard in the last week from many different people about the situation with Jericho and the belief that he's inevitably going to be in WWE. So,
well, to be honest, the other channel, they ain't doing nothing with him.
So they done what they can. Like it's over. Like it's been 5 years, 6 years technically. Yeah, they started in 2019. So yeah, about 6 years. Jericho's first run in WWE wasn't even 6 years. It was 5 years. 6 years. Actually, it was 6 years. I lied. He left at 05. 99 to 05 to the summer of 05. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it's about time because he already solidified the championship. He was the first ever AEW champion. The same. What he did for their championship is what Becky's doing for the women's IC championship right now. You're putting prestige on it. You're getting somebody with some type of name power, some type of value, some type of cachet, I should say, and you're elevating the title by proxy. So, like, I agree with you though. If he comes back to the E, he should be in the same role Hogan was in 02 minus the WWE championship. When Hogan put over Kurt, he put over Rock, he put over Taker, he put over Brock. So that's what Jericho should be doing. And it should end with him in the Hall of Fame and let him go off and do whatever. Let him become an ambassador, coach at the Performance Center. I don't know. Anything that don't put him on TV week to week.
To be honest, I think Chris Jericho would make a great. No, I'm sorry. No, I'm not even going to use great. I think he would make an excellent agent.
Right. He does have a little bit of the Pat Patterson going, but what's speaking of agents in the WWE is tough because, you know, once they had Pat Patterson, everybody else seems to be like second, third, fourth by proxy type of thing. Because Pat Patterson was probably one of the best, if not the best, finish man in the history of professional wrestling. I appreciate being off your list. Very nice. I just watched this countdown return the other day, the Y2J countdown. I think we could use some old new talent. Yeah. Yes, the bloodline is hot right now, but let's get real. We need more for the others.
The bloodline is hot.
Nah, the bloodline been phased down completely. But I get what you're saying though. With their hair, I could see it leading with what their name, the Pretty Deadly.
Pretty Deadly.
Can I see him on Pretty Deadly? I don't know. Here you go. But if you're on it, Facebook, slide over to the YouTube.
That's actually not a bad idea.
Him managing Pretty Deadly?
That is not a bad idea. I honestly think he could elevate them.
So where? Exactly. I'm not saying you're wrong. I just want to understand your point. Like,
I think
where could he elevate them to?
Well, obviously, the goal is to win the tag team championships. I don't know if they can. Mm-hmm. I don't know if those two can be single stars.
Nikki, I'm about to drop the link in the YouTube. I think YouTube chat. I'm listening, bro.
I think when you talk about people like that, it's kind of like only a tag team wrestler could not hold their own as a singles wrestler. I don't think either one could hold their own as a singles wrestler, but they are a fairly decent tag team. And maybe they just need something like a Chris Jericho to elevate them to where they should be.
And I can't emphasize this enough, y'all. I forgot to start off the podcast with this. Please forgive me. Let me slap this logo up there. Very nice. Please like, share, and subscribe because we cannot go anywhere without the beautiful people out there watching us in podcast land. This channel can only grow if you grow with us, and we're trying to grow it to the biggest channel possible, if possible. And it can only be possible with you, so we can continue to shoot the shit with you. But Pretty Deadly, like, all right. For one, if we're gonna do that, they have to get the fuck off of SmackDown. Like, wait, I'm saying the wrong shit. They should stay on SmackDown, actually. And they got to come with it because, honestly, it's been very boring. Like, beyond boring. And right now, the tag team scene on SmackDown is actually pretty robust. So, Demon Chase just subscribed.
Okay.
The scene on SmackDown. This is funny. Hold on.
Lex Luger and Ray Jericho. Oh, never mind.
He's joking. He's joking. So I don't know where you could go with Pretty Deadly because even on SmackDown, look at the tag team scene. Like it's just flipping. And where would you insert them? Because they're not better in the ring than Motor City Machine Guns. Obviously not better than the Street Profits. I can't. Not better than Ray Phoenix and Andrade. And it feel like I'm forgetting the tag team.
The Wyatts.
The
Wyatts.
Yeah, okay. DIY. Forgot about DIY. Jesus Christ.
No, I don't
gotcha.
Think they are. I don't think they actually are better, but I think they could be. That's the thing. That's the thing that Chris Jericho could elevate them. But first, they need a character change.
I think I know somebody that could do it. That might be better than Jericho, but it would require him to come back to television.
And who would that be?
What about William Regal? What about William Regal?
William Regal would actually
from England.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
They got their English. They got their English connection.
But like you said, he would have to agree to come back to television.
Come back to TV. Right. Like, what's going on, Jeff? I didn't forget about you, my brother. I don't like that do sound like a good idea, but I don't want Jericho to become a weekly thing on television. Like, it cannot, because it's going to end up being the exact same thing it was in AEW. And what happens if Jericho is more over than them?
Wouldn't be the first time.
Then it kind of that is facts. Now, before we kick it off, y'all. No, that is facts. Because you can argue when they did the whole friendship thing with Kevin Owens, Jericho is more over than Kevin Owens.
Way over.
Yeah, the list was some great shit. I can't even.
Man, the list was awesome.
Don Mysterio and his brat ass kid. And he did use to fuck up their names in WCW. That was great television. Before we start on the Raw review, we need everybody to, at least before the show is over or right when the show is over, slide over to the Facebook page and please vote on the poll. That poll is standing there naked like a stripper with no clothes on. We need action on that. What's Raw this week? A thumbs up show for you? Thumbs in the middle? Or thumbs down? I said it very fast, very nice. Yeah, just think about it, did you? Say that pole is sitting there naked like a stripper with no clothes on. Maybe a return to like
Owens is about
not a bad idea.
He's about 2 years away.
And that would be more of a been there, done that. So, absolutely. And again, you don't want Jericho to become a week to week thing. He's 54 years old now. And it's only going to be a matter of time before his act gets stale. That's funny. All right. So let's start the Raw show off with the elephant in the room. What do y'all think about Naomi's announcement? I'm going to go up and start with you, my bro.
Well, what you think about that? With caution.
Big Jim didn't proceed with caution.
I've been waiting to say that, but no. In all fairness, in all reality, I'm happy for him, and I'm pretty sure that she will trade something that she's wanted her whole life for being the women's champion. And of course, us the fans, I'm happy for Trinity, but I feel bad for Naomi.
Couldn't say it no better. I hate it for Naomi. I hate it for Naomi, but I love it for Trinity. I love the baby Uso chant too. That was great.
That was good. And it's funny, I was watching a video earlier. I think Bree sent it to me that showed Jimmy's reaction to her promo. And when they started chanting no TC, he's like, the hell they chanting him? He didn't do nothing. But she's right, though.
Hey,
the
that's how
bloodline
it goes.
continue.
That's how it goes. He's no Diamond Dallas Page. No. He don't give himself a self high five. Baby oos. Nah, for real. I am happy for them though, in all seriousness. Come on. Hey, whatever you can do to push the channel, man. We're trying to get the channel over.
Oh no, she said.
Yeah,
now
of course she's coming back.
And she's a 5'2".
Yeah, she's gonna come back.
She's part of the bloodline, even though she's not actually part of the bloodline in story. So her spot is solidified.
Right. She has more of a spot than Becky did, I'll tell you that. What are y'all thoughts though? Like tell me what do y'all see for Naomi when she come back? What do you see for Naomi when she come back? If you had to book her return, how would you book it?
Depends on who's the champion at the time. To be honest, I would probably.
I can see it being Rhea Ripley.
No, I would honestly, before it's time for her to come back, if she's ready for it, I would move Jade to Raw, put the title on her, and then have those two feud.
Nah, I will. Oh, I gotta go back to this, y'all. 30 subscribers. Come on, y'all. Let's turn 30 into 60. We can turn 30 into 60, y'all. Let's push this channel out to 30 more people in the next month. We try to get it going. I appreciate any and everybody that subscribed. But Jade, will too much time it would have passed? Because for sure we gotta wait another year. And it's already been almost a year since she's been written off of television.
Okay. How about Bianca?
So do you think too much time would have passed? I could feel that. I might be able to pick up what you putting down on that. Bianca or Jade. Okay. I like Bianca. Let's keep Jade over here and let's focus in on Bianca. Do you have Bianca as a heel or a face?
You could do the long-term thing with the whole accident and Bianca being behind it. That would get them going. But Naomi left as a heel, and what you told me before is most of the time when someone leaves as a heel, they come back as a face.
Yeah, generally when you leave as a heel and you off television for an extended period of time, you come back as a face.
So in other words,
to answer Nikki's
Bianca
question,
would be the heel.
So okay. Not initially though. They could use that to springboard Bianca's heel turn. Because it's happening. Like we gotta know it's happening. Eventually she's gonna turn heel because she's been a face the entire time she's been on the main roster. And she started getting some boos at WrestleMania. And obviously there's more so because she's in the ring with Rhea, and whoever's in the ring with Rhea, unless you're Io Sky, you're probably gonna get booed. But her act is becoming a little stale. We need to freshen that up. Now, you want to answer this question first?
Ooh, that was a huge pop.
It was.
And we
Alexa's off TV for like 2 years.
Big time. She was out for over 2 years. I could see that.
Hold on, I'm pushing up this link.
I could see that pop being big like that.
That's true. A
The only
lot can
problem
happen
with
in the year.
Jade, the only thing with Jade right now, she's not ready. She's gotten better,
Right.
but she is not ready for that moment yet.
What's going on, Madison? Hey, we only need you 2 times of the week. Tuesdays here every afternoon starting at.
That's one of the people that is in my friend's stream on weekends.
Oh, very nice. This is wonderful to have you here. We appreciate having you here. We just need you every Tuesday starting at 4 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Eastern. Just make sure see it right there at the bottom of the screen, baby. That's all we need. Not a lot, just a little bit. Now, I think to answer your question directly, Nikki, I don't think it'll beat that pop considering Alexa was off TV for a considerable amount of time. And I don't think Naomi will be off TV for as much time. Obviously, I don't know that. I'm just projecting. But
I mean, she did say
I think it'll come close, but not beat it. Alexa was off for 2 years. Plus.
I know.
And I believe if I'm not mistaken, she came back like for something and then went right back off of TV. Or maybe I might have the timeline confused.
No, you got the timeline messed up. But no, Alexa, they kept kind of hinting that she was coming back, especially when the whole Wyatt 6 thing first started. The speculation was that she was going to join them eventually, and then, well, she never did.
I have the most points in the chat because I typed fast. Hey, keep typing, brother. Keep typing. Type it out.
Keep typing. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, but that is true.
I mean, if we're saying that, then I mean, oh, there's my brother.
Hey, hey, we gonna talk about this. Trust me,
we're gonna talk about this. I mean, the title of the episode is The Shoes, so we're gonna talk about shoes. Now, going back to what Nikki just said about her relationship to Bray, I mean, she's married to one of the Usos, so I mean, she's already popular in that sense. So I don't know if she would get as big of a pop as Alexa, but people will definitely miss her.
Nah, for sure. And again, like what Nikki also said, well, people was loving that heel run for sure. Like her catchphrase was definitely getting over. That's exactly why we were stating I feel so bad for Naomi, but we love this for Trinity. So, cause it was tough because I've said, and I'll say it again, Trinity. Well, I call it Trinity. Fuck it. Trinity, Naomi, Trinity has never felt more important in her entire career than what she does right now. And for this to happen, oh man, the timing, it couldn't have been any better for her personally, but any worse for her professionally.
But life does happen.
I mean, best of luck. Life does happen. And she's 37. And, the older you get, the harder and harder it becomes to bring a baby to full term. So, I understand it. So with that being said, we can segue right here. What are y'all thoughts on the future for the women's world title? What do y'all think they should do with the women's world title? Obviously, whatever they decide to do, Stephanie Van Cura, La Primera, no bullshit. Woo! Man, look here. I'm gonna get put out. I better stop.
Yeah.
Whatever they got going on, It's gonna include her. So what they should do? No bullshit.
Well, first off, let me address what she just said. As far as Roman stealing Bronson's shoes, probably not going to happen. So you're probably going to be pissed. I'm expecting Bronson Reed to be the one to put Roman off the TV to go film whatever movie he's doing, Street Fighter or whatever the hell it is, because he's going to be gone from September 2nd to September 26th. Now, you don't want to do this on Raw. You want to do this on a PLE, and I think it's going to happen in Paris. I think Roman may get the win, but then he's going to get beat down after the match by Bronson, and then
Bronson Reed must
put him off TV.
Bronson Reed must walk away from that match with all his heel heat. Rather him losing and he get his heat back by beating down Roman, or he just flat out win. Now, personally, I think he should beat Roman 1, 2, 3 clean, but that's most likely not gonna happen. But so I feel like it's diminishing return. The law of diminishing returns. Not in Trinity's case, but that could be the case for well, that was Jericho at one point, honestly. And Bray Wyatt to a degree, may he rest in peace. I don't know no real female that could really kill the law of diminishing returns. I might have to think about that one.
You have to think about that one. Okay. Now,
Yeah,
the women's world
some
championship.
sort of special match. Yep. What are y'all thoughts on the future for the women's world title?
Well, you said on several occasions that Rhea either needs to be the champion or she needs to walk out of Perth as the champion. So, not exactly sure how you do that without damaging Stephanie.
Because Stephanie does not. Go ahead, because.
Go ahead.
Stephanie does not have to win per se. It's how she lose, what could be damaging. Like, she could have a damn good match and still lose, but don't beat her clean. If she loses decisively and clean, then yes, you didn't kill most of her momentum. And she's a very big deal considering that they trying to tap into the Mexican demographic, the Mexican Hispanic demographic. So they want to kind of keep that as clean as possible. And plus, we got 10 people in here, man. And plus, if she ends up becoming a world champion, imagine what that crossover can be over there in AAA. So,
damn, that's something to think about right there. Dropping down to 8.
Yeah, like they're always looking to tap into new markets. So,
so with that being said,
they say EO.
With that being said, do you have Stephanie win the title in Paris, or what do you do?
I would say, okay, it all depends on what you got going on in Perth. Because, Perth is in October.
It is.
Actually, yeah. I would have Stephanie win the belt. You can give her a 2-month title run. No problem.
Here's the next question. Here's the second part of that question.
Like, I just don't like the 30 days.
Here's the second part of that question.
Listening.
Is she ready?
Of course. They wouldn't have put the rocket to her if she wasn't ready. This is different than the Jey Uso situation. Like, this ain't just an entrance that's going viral or something. This ain't just some moment that's going viral. Sure, I'm not gonna overtalk Stephanie like she is as good of a in-ring worker as Io, but if Io is here, Stephanie is here. It's not a far gap between the two. And as much as both of them speaking the English language is a bit of a, what's the word I'm looking for? A bit of a
challenge,
a struggle. It's
challenge.
Yeah, a bit of a challenge. There we go. It's less of a challenge with Stephanie than it is with Io. It just Io can make up for it with her in-ring ability significantly.
Okay. So let's go with Stephanie versus Io at Clash in Paris. And then let's have Asuka complete her heel turn by costing Io the title. And then she also turns on Kyrie as well. Because as you mentioned earlier, and I'm giving you all the credit on this, Asuka must stand alone.
Asuka must stand alone as a heel. She get most of it. She started with Io. She completes it with Kyrie Sane. But I don't want to diminish Stephanie's first title win with a dirty finish. Because now, think about it. Now Stephanie's first title win has become a backdrop. Instead of, it became like a third wheel instead of it being on the forefront. I'm not saying don't turn Asuka heel. Just let Io get through this match, and maybe Asuka beat Io after the match. Stephanie must either win clean or lose dirty. But who would be that heel that would take the belt will be the question. If it's a face and face dynamic, Stephanie can't lose dirty because, like I said, it diminishes her win. Let me catch up with some of these comments right quick. I'm just glad it's not a Becky situation when she just handed to Tosca after she won the Money in the Bank. I ain't handing you shit.
That was a different situation. That was during COVID when Becky did that. And honestly, that moment, if you did it in front of fans, it probably would have popped. But that happened during COVID. I can see Io and Rhea teaming up against the Kabuki Warriors before Asuka completes the turn. Full-on heel turn. Because, like you said, she needs to stand alone. She definitely needs to stand alone. She does not need Kyrie. She does not need the tag team. It needs to be Io versus Asuka, not Io versus Asuka and Kyrie. Because as I mentioned to you earlier when we were talking, Kyrie kind of has this look every time Asuka does something like, "Whoa, what are you doing? We're supposed to be friends. Like, what are you doing?" She's kind of playing it up.
Yeah, she had that disheveled look. I want the Kabuki Warriors to win in fishnets. Hey, brother. Hey.
This will be entertaining with him in here, I guess.
I could dig it. That would be a decent run for Stephanie.
So you're talking about a 2-month title run for Stephanie because Rhea must leave Perth with that title.
And if she don't, you better have something damn good for her.
It's gonna be
that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Is she title run ready though? I feel like the language barrier might be a bit rough. If they could do it with Io, they could do it with Stephanie because both of them English language, the barrier is a little rough around the edges. It's rougher for Io than it is for Stephanie. It's just Io in-ring talent overcompensates for that immensely. Ring wise, yeah. Nah, I mean, it's all good fun to me, bro. It's all good. Yeah, I mean, as long as you in here and you engaging and your engagement isn't disrespectful, I can take it.
That's right.
Cause that's what we need.
So do you think they're eventually building up to have Stephanie go against Julia?
I don't think they value Julia like that. At least not now. And it wouldn't be surprising. That's considering as much. I mean, I'm gonna be fair about it. Like, I'm not gonna come on here and bullshit you or the people. Like,
I don't think they
value her like that.
I'm saying that's gotta suck to say because I feel she's one of the future cogs of women's wrestling.
Who would that be? Stephanie or Io? I mean, I guess it got to be Stephanie. You have to be talking about Stephanie. Julia, that's gonna be tough. I think Julia is gonna end up being like, I might be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. Julia might be like Drew McIntyre's first run. To where I got one better. It might be like Sasha Banks' first run, minus the mini titles. Like, it's such a surplus of women going on right now. And there's only so many people you can skyrocket to the top. And right now, Raw needs a top women's heel. They're down 2 women heels by way of Liv Morgan and now Naomi. And do you put Julia over there? But then where would that come from? That would seem like so out of left field. You went from being the United States Women's Champion, who rarely gets on TV. Hell, your agent, advocator, whatever Kiana James is supposed to be, she's been on TV more than you have. And I've heard this on other podcasts, like maybe they're using, you would think that they're using Kiana James to get Julia over, but it really seems like they're using Julia to get Kiana James over, which sucks. But, you know, that's just how it goes. Yeah, I figure you was talking about Stephanie.
I just kind of feel like I can't help that. I mean, you also got Mr. Sacco behind me.
I just noticed that's a Paul Heyman shirt. I just noticed that.
Hall of Fame.
Yes, Mr. Sacco. Yeah, man.
Julia and Stephanie in NXT, they had some great matches. Similar to Bayley and Sasha when they were in NXT.
Sammy and Shinsuke.
I mean, it seems like a lot of these people's best work was over there. But once you get up here in the big leagues, then you kind of have to
sink or swim.
And
as has been well documented, you can have a stellar career in NXT and come to the main roster and just go over like a fart in church. I mean, look at Adam Cole. At one point, you could argue Adam Cole was Mr. NXT and got to the main roster, and it died a horrible death. And a lot of that is it's a matter of booking. That, like, you cannot understate that. But also, NXT is an intimate crowd. It's less than 1,000 people there. Well, I think it is 1,000. Well, it's somewhere in there. I know less than 2,000 for sure. But that's different than being in an arena with 14, 11, 10, anywhere between 10 to 14,000 people. Yeah. 1,000 don't really sound so loud amongst 14,000. And even
No,
they was in
right.
Philly. They was in Philly last night, and at different points, they was like dead. I can't lie. That got to be the yeah. See, I just caught on to it too. At one point, it seemed like you wouldn't even know they was in Philly. Like back in the G, crowds like New York, Philly, Chicago, New Jersey. Well, even though that could be considered New York, these crowds was hot. Like they would make or break you, especially Chicago and New York.
What hair?
The man, Paul
is bald.
need to embrace. Paul need to embrace the baldness.
Yeah,
That's for damn sure.
Well, I'd hate to see Julia get the Sasha Banks treatment when she first came in, because it seemed like anytime Sasha won, she was turning around and handing it to Charlotte.
Also, but you got to be fair about that too, though. Sasha Banks was very injury prone. A lot of her title reigns was ended by way of injury, and it goes back to that conversation, just like Triple H, when people say, "Oh, the reign of terror, whoop, he buried everybody." Well, look at all the opportunities they gave the other people that flopped. Just like with Hogan, like look at all the people they gave opportunities to that really wasn't a draw. You're gonna go back to what you know is a draw. And Charlotte, whether you like that or not, whether I like that or not, she was a draw.
Her name was a draw.
She could actually wrestle, bro. Like we can't just sit here and be disrespectful to Charlotte. Like she can wrestle.
I'm not saying Ashley can't wrestle. I'm saying a lot of her breaks that she got in the beginning were because of her last name, because of the Flair name.
She can't control her last name, though, brother.
I know she can't control her last name, but her dad was also part of the company, and I'm pretty sure he was doing his
Ric Flair was not a part of Ric Flair did not have no stroke in WWE at that time. If anything, Ric Flair was on the outs. Flair didn't come back around. Flair didn't come back around until they did that storyline with Mandy Rose, him, and Charlotte. And even then, he definitely was not as influential as you would like to think. Over Vince McMahon? Not even.
Not necessarily.
She got those opportunities because of the name, but she did make the best. There we go. I can concede that. I can concede that part right there. John, my boy, if this is the John Bender I think it is, it's a long time no see, my brother. Please to the channel. I sure appreciate you coming to.
Oh shit. Glitching out a little bit.
Like
okay, I can agree with that.
Oh, it is. What's going on, my boy?
I can agree with that.
So I can meet right there. I'll meet right there. Like, yeah, she made the most out of the opportunity she was given. And like, okay, I'll put it like this. If she was anything like her dad, or anything close to it, or she really wanted to live off that Flair name, wouldn't now she would be like tag team champions, Alexa Bliss? No, sir. World championship. She's never been a women's world champion. Why not go do that? She won Queen of the Ring?
I don't think so.
Why not take over that? If she's really like that, right? I said this on the channel about 3 weeks ago. Right now, you live in a very unique time in the world of professional wrestling, and when it comes to women, you got so many women coming down the pike that is either right there with Charlotte or not far from Charlotte. Like people that's been there, your Beckys, your Charlottes, starting to be the Biancas, but not necessarily her, but for sure Charlotte and Becky. the Nikki Bellas, you gotta go out here and wrestle like the goddamn Ren do, because they got so many people out down there in NXT that's on their way out here. The Lash Legends, the Jada Parkers, the what's the other girl name? I can't get her name. She came from TNA.
Blake.
Jordan Grace.
Blake.
Yeah, Blake Monroe. They coming. They are coming. So they gotta come on with it. Hold on. It could have been worse. She could have just got her foot in the door and just coasted and did nothing to further her career or the women's division. That is a fact. I am with that, John.
No, I agree.
I feel she's.
I retract what I said. Now that but yeah.
Two things can be true. I feel she's pinged this now because she couldn't get over. But okay. I'm not against that. Y'all making some damn good points in it.
Not everybody was happy to see.
She tried. She was hated it.
Not everybody was happy to see her come back and instantly win the Royal Rumble, myself included.
What woman would you have had won the Royal Rumble? If let's say we whitewashed the Royal Rumble, boom, 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 Thanos snap, it's gone. Let's say we rebooked the Royal Rumble right now, 2025. Who you would have had go over in the Royal Rumble? There's no right or wrong answer. I'm just asking you who would you want to have win the Royal Rumble?
Man, Roxanne lasted a long time in that Rumble, only to be eliminated by Charlotte for Charlotte to win. I really felt that Roxanne deserved that one because she was in there longer than anybody. She's in there longer than anybody has ever been. And I really felt that Roxanne should have won.
All right. I respect that.
But then we go to the whole, where do we go next with Roxanne? So
we know where we going next. WrestleMania.
Yeah.
I mean, what if we're specifically talking about the Royal Rumble? We know what's next. That's WrestleMania.
We know what's next. But what I mean is, what do we do with her? Do we strap the rocket to her?
You damn near have to.
Is she ready? Is the question. And I think Roxanne, out of everybody there, is probably more ready for that spotlight than any of the other younger talent besides maybe Stephanie.
So, okay, hold on. I feel like she wrote her name as long as she could. Every time she come back, everything was handed back to her. She was booed. Alexa saved her run this time. I can agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
I feel Bliss should have won. Yeah, I disagree with her Rumble. There you go. So look at you.
To be honest, Tiffy was already champion.
Tiffy time.
She was already champion.
Tiffy was already the champion, brother. Roxy time will come. I just think they're waiting a little longer. Very nice, John. Very nice.
But to be honest, that pop that Alexa got, man, woo.
Oh, it was big. It was big.
It was.
Now,
part of me, when I saw her, thought maybe she was going to win the Rumble.
Now, I'm okay with Charlotte winning the Royal Rumble under one condition. And it's exactly what we saw play out, that you go to WrestleMania and you lose. You don't beat Tiffany. Because if she would have beat Tiffany, you would have killed Tiffany dead.
That shifts the narrative because 9 times out of 10, the winner of the Royal Rumble usually wins the championship.
And now they changed that. And Charlotte lost clean.
But let me ask you this.
As a sheep.
But let me ask you this. Was Charlotte supposed to win that match and then she got punished for going off script?
She didn't go off script. Tiffany did. They punished Tiffany.
They both did.
They got on. It started with Tiffany. if you watch Unreal, they definitely was said tell Tiffany to go apologize to Charlotte because she started talking about her personal life.
I know that.
She's
the going off script
Charlotte
started 2 weeks before that when they were doing the side-by-side interview, and Charlotte said some off-color stuff in that interview, and Tiffany fought back. But she took it too far. I will agree.
Nothing as personal as her talking about her divorces.
Oh,
and
no,
whatnot.
absolutely not.
I mean, like I'm saying, it was so bad that right when she came back from behind the curtain, they made her go apologize on the spot. So, and again, bro, like we can't have it both ways though. Like we can't sit here and say on one hand, oh, Charlotte used to do this, she kills this, blah blah blah, and they beat her clean in the middle of the ring at WrestleMania. That's why I'm saying that's the only way I would take Charlotte winning the Royal Rumble, because if we really take it back and we start going through the list of people, of other women that could win the Royal Rumble, it can't be Stephanie because you ain't been on the main roster long enough. It can't be Roxanne because you still in your program with Liv Morgan. This is before Liv got injured. And that program don't need the world championship behind it. Just the implosion of the Judgment Day is a big enough program within its own right. So now we're going to Jade. That don't need to happen. We're going to Roxanne. I'm not Roxanne. Raquel Rodriguez. Not even. I don't believe Julia even debuted yet. Now with Roxanne basically that's a showcase for her. For them to let you be in the match for an hour, like you ain't been on the main roster for 4 months at that point. And you are at least consistently, because you know they used to do the one-off NXT. You'll come for a week, go back, and then you'll probably come back a couple months later. Like with her as a full-time active participant on the main roster, they gave you an hour plus in the Royal Rumble. That is a showcase. And now look at what's happened ever since then. She's been in the main event scene ever since then. So she talk about them not making new stars. That night they made a new star, somewhat, or something close to a new star. Let's say that. But now we start going down the list. What other women do we have? Becky haven't came back yet. It can't be Lyra, because Lyra at that point don't have no real cachet or no real credibility here on the main roster. They went with somebody with credibility. Now, is it
already planned for Becky to come back at WrestleMania?
Regardless of the fact she's not there at the Royal Rumble.
At that time, no, she's not.
So you see, we're going through the list, and it damn sure not gonna be Natalya. It damn sure not gonna be I almost called that girl Summer Rae. Maxine. I almost called her Summer Rae, bro. That's crazy.
That's funny.
I do like Tiffany, but Tiffany got to develop a deeper character than that. Good way to acknowledge that. That's true. What's ironic is they basically mirror images of each other, the past and the present.
And I think that's what they were going for with that match.
Well, you could go with Bailey, but I don't. You got to find out when did they have that plan for Becky to come back. When did they lock that in for Becky at WrestleMania to attack Bailey and take the tag match with Lyra? Because really, that was just an angle to set up the bigger picture. Oh snap! But. Okay. That's what we got for the women's championship. I know we kind of segue down the pike, but that's how we do it over here on Shooting the Shit.
I believe the future is Stephanie Vaquer.
La Primera, yeah. You gotta say it, no bullshit. Hey, this, I can't lie, y'all. I think we've reached the point where we gotta start talking about Penta. We gotta start talking about the booking of Penta.
I mean, he did win last night, but
he did, but that crowd was quiet. That was the quietest we've heard a Penta match ever in the WWE. That is, like, are we losing the grip on Penta? Like, is it time that we address the booking of Penta? Because he don't feel as special as he did when he first came in. I don't want him to be like Dragon Lee. That what's up.
Where do you put his ceiling?
You want my honest answer?
That's what we're here for.
Intercontinental champion. That's his ceiling. United States champion. Tag team champion. That's his ceiling. With his brother. That's his ceiling. That's the ceiling. That is the ceiling. Like, I mean, I hate that, but I mean, that's just where
Penta came in very, very hot, and it seems like he's cooled down quite a bit. I think the crowd has even cooled on him quite a bit. Maybe it's time to put him and his brother together as a tag team.
Then what do you do with Andrade? Because they got a good thing going on. Is it the Lucha Bros? No, but they still got a good thing going on.
What do you do with Andrade?
Considering this
single?
You funny. Hey, that's funny. That's funny. very fucking nice. Very nice.
No, but like Andrade he doesn't have the kind of ceiling like what you're talking with Penta. I can't see Andrade being Intercontinental or US champion. I can't see it. I think what they were gonna do, I think they were kind of giving him a push before, but he didn't do anything with it. You know, you had what was it, was it a best of 5 or was it a best of 7 that he had with God, I'm forgetting his name. Carmelo.
That was Andrade. I think they had the best of 7. They had the best of 7.
Mm-hmm.
It was the best.
And that should have elevated one of them, but it didn't. Because look what Carmelo's doing now.
They're getting around to Carmelo Hayes, though.
I hope so. Because he's in my opinion like Chad Gable, but you have a very good theory about Chad Gable and El Grande Americano, at least to get him on TV. But I think that Carmelo is a hell of a lot better than what they're giving him right now.
But he's on TV. See, that's the thing. See, right. Can a creative be better? Definitely. And now they're getting around to making a creative better because this program he got going on with the Miz, which Miz let me take this time out to give Miz his flowers, bro. Like, Miz gets shitted on a lot, but Miz is great in these roles, bro.
He is.
Like, Miz can go out there and do whatever they need. He could be a face, a heel, even though I like heel Miz better. He really is super talented. Like, and when he's gone, you're going to miss shit like that. And if that's what it takes to get Carmelo Hayes over, I'm all for it. Better late than never.
Well, just remember, Carmelo Hayes
better late than never, man.
Was the first draft pick of SmackDown. So
the faster they drop that shit, the better. That draft ain't meant a damn thing. Like that like we talk about the draft all the time. And because he's awesome.
He is awesome. He's great. I like Mike. I do. I like you too, but you know, I like that.
Very nice.
But what I'm saying, okay, let me ask you this real quick. Have you ever remembered a draft since its inception where things did work out?
No. But if I had to pick, gun in my head, if I had to pick 2002, the very first draft, because it turned SmackDown into must-see television. You understand me? From 2002 to 2004, from 2002 to WrestleMania 20, SmackDown was must-see television. And yeah, I'll say it. Yeah, I ain't bullshitting.
It was
no
better. It
bullshit.
was better than Raw, hands down.
It was better than Raw, hands down. Hands down. Where we had Brock Lesnar, Undertaker, Hulk Hogan, Kurt Angle, Rey Mysterio, Chavo and Eddie, Benoit, Edge. Come on, bro. John Cena. They had it going on. Billy Kidman, Jamie Noble. Like, it was going down. Tajiri. Yeah, it was going down. The world's greatest tag team. Indeed. It was going down. SmackDown was must-see television.
It's a hell of a lot better than Raw.
And just know, 9 o'clock, hard pause for Frazier. No bullshit. No bullshit. So yeah, I hope they get it together with Penta.
Novelty that they need to get rid of.
I hope they get it together with Penta, man. Yeah, fast. I hope they do that thing with Penta. Carmelo Hayes, it seemed like they started to turn the page with him a little bit, and he has that he got it. Like, he got charisma. Personality, charisma, same thing. He's very charismatic. He can actually wrestle in the ring. It don't matter if he's a heel or a face. His ceiling, future world champion, WWE champion. I ain't going that far. I ain't going that far now. World champion. Listen, dog. If they could put the world championship on Jey Uso. If Jinder Mahal could be the WWE champion, even though we know that was a vehicle to get them into it, hey, anything's possible.
You went there.
All of 3MB are former WWE champions except Heath Slater.
Absolutely went there.
But I knew what it was. It was a business move.
It was.
Yeah, it was a business move.
It probably lasted a little bit longer than it should have, but.
Oh, most certainly. Most certainly.
All right. Penta,
but
I believe either needs to turn heel or he needs to get in a tag team with his brother.
Which one you think should happen first?
I know they're trying to see how they work separately as singles wrestlers, but I don't think either one of them has gotten over really well as singles wrestlers. But his brother's also in a tag team right now, but he did start out as a singles wrestler. His first few matches was singles. All right, go ahead.
And here we go. As it goes, per WrestleVotes, the PLE schedule for September 20th is WrestlePalooza. And it's a great chance that it will be streamed also on ESPN, the ESPN channel. That's actually big news for the E. This could be the first PLE to be simulcast on to ESPN.
To give it a
that'd be a bit weird. Like my boys, that'd be weird as fuck to be a main event. That would annoy the shit out of me, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, I think they're just gonna kind of test the waters to see. I think they're kind of testing the waters to see how it's going to go over on ESPN.
One of my favorite heels of all time has just entered the chat.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm listening, bro. My bad, bro. Go ahead.
The actual ESPN app launches later this month. Just in time for football season. Just in time for football season, of course.
In 2 days.
Yes. Just in time for football season. So they're going to test the waters to see how it'll work with everything being simulcast, because they're not supposed to actually start showing everything on ESPN until the Royal Rumble.
Until the Peacock deal is up in 2026.
Testing the waters moment.
And as it currently sits, if you already have ESPN Plus, if you have a subscription to ESPN Plus, you are good. It's all going to migrate over to the new ESPN app. If you have access to ESPN through your cable provider, you shall be good unless you have DirecTV or Xfinity or Spectrum. They haven't reached a deal with these three network providers yet. Now they're saying that don't mean they won't come to one, and they fully expect to come to a deal with everybody on YouTube TV. They expect to come to a deal with everybody before everything crosses over in 2026. But as of now, no deal has been worked out. So if you have any of these three providers, you will be paying that $29.99 a month. Gots to be shitting me. But like I said, one of my favorite heels is in the building right now. D Blackerfella, quick to Smackerfella, should have been signed to Rockefeller, my boy. And that's a perfect segue. You are here. Is it time for Dirty Dom to drop that Intercontinental Championship? Is it time?
If he's going to be doing more work with AAA, because it seems like he's kind of firmly implanted in their plans moving forward, then maybe it is time for him to drop it.
What do y'all think in the chat? Y'all let us know.
He's also not really done a whole lot with it since he's gotten it, except, I mean, somehow get the fans to chant for him, to serenade him.
I mean,
I do too.
I love it.
I wish he would do more. I mean, it kind of seems like he's ultimately going to drop it to AJ Styles.
I think it's time. Like, honestly, like we discussed offline, bro. I don't want Dom to turn it with that IC belt. That is, I don't want Dom to turn into Dean Ambrose. When Dean Ambrose had a lock grip on the United States Championship and he did not defend it at all. Like, he went months without defending the belt. Like, damn near 6 months, if I'm not mistaken. It might be over 6 months.
It was like, a long
time. And Gunther, look, there's two people that really three people that changed the trajectory of that IC belt, because for a long time, bro, that IC belt didn't mean a damn thing. It didn't mean nothing. And it didn't mean nothing until Cody Rhodes had it, when he brought back the original IC belt. Until The Miz had it, I want to say either his 4th or 5th title reign, and when Gunther had it. That's what brought the IC championship back, in my opinion.
Would you
let
now
facts? It does depend on what they got planned for him.
Would you be okay with John Cena winning the IC title, which is the only title he's never had, to become a Grand Slam champion?
Yes, whatever Cena wants, because he's been a company man this entire time. Outside of even the shit with Nexus, that was more of a Vince McMahon thing and him following what Vince wanted versus him saying, "Hey, I got to go out here and beat these people." So whatever Cena wants, it should happen. Now, obviously, the creative have to make sense. He just can't come out of nowhere and just win the IC belt, because what about Sheamus? Sheamus never been the Intercontinental Champion.
So what if we had AJ beat Dom, and then AJ versus Cena as one of his final opponents?
Hey, boy, you might be cooking with something over there, boy. Very fucking nice. I like that. I actually love that. Hell yeah. That's it right there. That's it. Yes. That should be it. Fucking right. You fucking right. Hell
But you
yeah.
also have Cena
AJ
potentially going against Brock at WrestlePalooza.
and I'm telling. Well, we'll talk about WrestlePalooza
I know.
right quick.
I know
let me
you say the name doesn't matter; it's what they put on the show. I get that, but you know, I was kind of looking forward to Bad Blood.
I guess that was before they agreed to simulcast it on ESPN. And with ESPN being owned by Disney and Disney being a very family-friendly television program, Bad Blood don't sound too Disney-like. That don't sound like something that'll be on a Disney platform. Who should have the IC belt right now and could bring meaning to it?
Well, before I answer
Sheamus?
that, have you ever seen the original cover of The Little Mermaid? Not very Disney-like, is it? Oh, you haven't?
Nah.
You should look it up. Anyway, we'll get to that another time. Anyway, I think what I'm saying should happen. I think AJ should take it from Dom, and then AJ should drop it to Cena. Not just like out of nowhere. I mean, I think they should have a couple of matches, and then John Cena should get the IC title and complete the Grand Slam.
Now Cena only have 11 appearances
11
left.
dates. And 11 dates.
And out of those 11 dates, 4 PLEs. If you count Saturday Night Main Event as a PLE.
Actually, I've heard this is just rumor and innuendo at this point that they're thinking about. My wife's telling you what's on the cover of the original Little Mermaid. Yeah. Anyway, like I said, not very Disney-like. They're thinking about asking Cena to extend his stay by 2 weeks, and they're going to go head-to-head with AEW's pay-per-view in December with John Cena's retirement match. Like I said, it's just rumor and innuendo at this point, but I did read about it the other day. Instead of December 13th, it'll be December 27th.
Now, I'll accept that under one condition. Look, John Anthony Felix Cena, his retirement really should be at a WrestleMania, but we know that ship has come and gone. But he should not know Saturday night's main event, man. No, that shouldn't be the last we see of Cena.
No, they're saying not Saturday night's main event be his last match, but 2 weeks.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
there's a PLE 2 weeks later that they want to go head to head with AEW. They seem to want to do that a lot lately for a company that they say is not really competition. But at the same time, I mean, I really don't believe they are. But they're talking about using John Cena's retirement match to go head-to-head with AEW's pay-per-view that same day. And like I said, instead of having him retire Saturday night's main event, they have him retire on an actual PLE. I don't know what's in December.
Is that PLE going to be in Boston? If that PLE is not going to be in Boston, nope, I'll forget about it. Because you can't write a storybook ending better than that. It's in Boston. If it's in Boston, go ahead. Actually, that's
you called it. It's Boston.
What? That PLE is in Boston?
I believe so.
That might end up
a potential takeover week in Boston. Culminating, let's see, WWE. Oh, typing too damn fast. WE December PLE.
What y'all think? What do y'all think? What do the people think out there in the chat, man? Do y'all think John Cena's last match should be on a Saturday night's main event, or should it be on a on an actual PLE that's centered around John Cena?
Actually, there isn't a
Yeah,
PLE.
let us know.
There isn't a PLE in December. They would have to create one. But I think they're talking about creating one to go head to head with AEW that weekend with John Cena's final match.
I'd rather that than his final match be on Saturday Night Main Event. We got a hard exit when he only had 10 seconds in the ring to speak. That would be pretty trash if he get Goldberg. Like Cena, like I don't think people really understand the magnitude of I don't think people really understand the magnitude of what that is. Like Cena has been the ultimate WWE guy for the last 20 years. And he's had a longer run than Rock, Hogan, Austin, Brett, Bruno, Pedro Morales, whoever you got, Gorgeous George, Buddy Rogers. I said Buddy Roberts. Undertaker at this point. I think it's longer than he ain't longer than Taker. He ain't longer than Taker. But okay, he's longer than Taker in the sense of you are the guy and you have been the number one featured person on this television program week in, week out, month in, month out, year in, year out.
Yes.
So it's after what? D Black? My boy typing too fast.
Man, he's typing way too fast.
Oh, he probably said F that, man. Nah, for sure. If you talk about the Saturday Night Main Event, yeah, for sure.
No, you don't want to have John Cena go out on Saturday night's fucking main event. It's insulting.
You gonna create a whole pay-per-view for him though? What else will we do on the show?
No, I don't know.
You got to think about that. Like, what else are we gonna do? Like if we're gonna create the PLE.
At this point, it's just room and innuendo. But if they're gonna do it, it has to be in Boston.
Yeah, in fact, anything short of Boston is insanity. Is complete.
I mean, it has to be in his hometown. It has to be in his hometown. There's absolutely his, but.
Oh shit! We just talked about.
We already talked about that.
Yeah, my bad. Wrong
thing. Your thought process on that is not the name; it's what they put on it. I get that.
Right, it's what you put on it.
No, it shouldn't be.
Oh yeah, facts. We all in agreement on that. It should not be Saturday night's main event. But if you're saying that, that means we got to create a PLE, and that means anything that's not seen on this PLE, what are we gonna do? Because we're also in the middle of the Royal Rumble, and we were in the middle of the Royal setting up the Royal Rumble. Right, we're talking about the end of the year. Yeah. They use December to start setting up the Royal Rumble.
They do. I like that.
I think that is as much as I like that John B. I think they setting that up for Dom. I think they setting that up for Dominic Mysterio. That's tailor made for Dominic Mysterio. He's gonna be the long lucha there. Now I agree. Penta is gonna be better. I think Penta is the better in-ring worker. That's not the slight Mysterio. That's not the slight Dom. But Penta has also been doing this longer. So, and right now,
it almost seemed like when they brought in Penta that the ultimate goal was going to be Penta against Ray.
Until Ray fucked up his groin right before WrestleMania. They did give us Ray Phoenix and Rey Mysterio at the beginning of the Royal Rumble, though. Very nice.
They did.
I did like that. But let's go here. Bayley heel turn and what should be her first program. What y'all thinking on that?
There's only one person that you can really put her with, and that's Lyra. She just cost her the title. She hit her with a chain. you know, she can come out and say it was actually on purpose and not an accident to kind of get the heel heat. But I think her heel turn is going to be a slow burn. I mean, a real slow burn.
How slow we talking? How slow we talking?
I think we're going to continue to see
these
little. I think we're going to continue to see the little vignettes where she's battling with her former self. And eventually she's going to, as you just said, crash out. And I don't know what version of Bayley we will get at that point. But I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
We could get Bayley the ass kicker. That's all we have. That's the only thing we haven't seen yet. We seen the hugger. We seen the role model. We seen what was she? Whenever her and Sasha Banks was a thing, she wasn't the role model just yet. But
I mean, she came out and destroyed the
whatever
Bayley
she was in between.
She turned heel, and I mean that didn't. I don't think that run went over too well. But
what's a heel turn? Basically, whenever a good guy wrestler turns into the bad guy wrestler, when you go from getting cheered to getting booed by the crowd.
Or female.
Yeah, or female.
I think we're going to continue to see these vignettes where she's going against her former self.
The internal struggle. She going to be the female Randy Orton where she have voices in her head.
Yeah, the internal struggle. And then she's eventually, like you said, going to crash out. And I don't know what version of Bayley we'll get at that point. But maybe she should either go after Lyra or she should go after Becky.
Hey, now.
But
we might be on to something here.
But if she's going to turn heel, then you got to turn Becky face. You can't have heel versus heel.
You could do this.
My man's got
Raw is short. Yeah, this is my Kane pyro. I feel like Gilbert right now. But Raw is short a female heel, top heel. They're gonna need a heel to take that spot. Could it be Bayley?
I just said, what's Becky?
She's the Intercontinental Champion. Like she don't need to be. Her and Charlotte do not need to be. But her and Charlotte do not need to be around the World Championship. No. Like they at a point to where the World Champion, they're bigger than the World Championship. Not bigger than the WWE Women's Championship. Bigger than the World Championship.
So do you think they should stay far away from that? Do you think Bayley is more women's champion or women's world champion?
Women's world champion. That's what I'm saying. On Raw, they are short 2 top heel women. They need to fill that void. And that void does come with the world championship.
So let me give you a scenario.
I feel you, brother. VPN.
In Paris, Stephanie beats whoever, becomes the women's world champion, and here comes Bayley with the attack. And you set up Bayley versus Stephanie. With Bayley eventually dropping the title to Rhea in Perth. You don't take it off of Stephanie. You don't have Rhea take it off of Stephanie.
I think you're talking about Dirty Dom now for sure. They definitely love him over there in AAA. They're thinking about putting the AAA
they love him everywhere.
Like they really love him in Mexico. Like it's Big. They like him more than Vikingo for sure. However you say bro name. What about this? What if they swerve all of us and they put the belt on Bayley? And what is the ultimate way to get Bayley heel heat? You beat Rhea in Perth.
Oh, goddamn, son.
You beat Rhea in Perth. You beat Rhea in Perth.
Do they got the
that's the question.
Balls
do they got the balls to beat Rhea in Perth?
Do they have the balls to beat Rhea in Perth?
What y'all think about that, man? I'm gonna say it again. What if they swerve us and put the belt on Bayley, a newly christened heel Bayley, right? And the way she gets mega heat, because remember, a heel gotta have heat in order to remain the heel, or at least a serious heel. The best way to get her some heat, you beat Rhea. Beat her in Perth. Because again, like Rhea is so solidified to where L is not gonna do nothing to her.
Imagine that crowd
going ape shit.
Going ape shit after Rhea loses in her hometown. We've been talking about Rhea has to leave with that championship. Damn, son. That's a hell of an idea.
Yeah. This is why y'all got to tune in to Shooting the Shit here on Tuesdays. We do shit like this to where, hey, we present different theories, different perspectives, and then it always be that one, like you did with AJ Styles and John Cena. Very fucking nice. I sees you that, and I raise you a hell bit. There go that C's word. Hey, I raise you that. Yeah, there you go. Very nice. I sees you that, and I raise you a heel Bayley beating Rhea in Perth. What do the chat think of that?
Boy,
because that would put Bayley right back up there where she needs to be. Ooh, man, I just thought about that here live on this channel. Come on, chat, y'all quiet. Don't get quiet on us. Y'all gonna. I'm gonna think we both here. Don't get quiet. Come on, y'all. Y'all come back. Talk to me. Yeah, let's talk about it tonight. Again, I'm gonna say it one more time. What if they swerve us and put the belt on Bayley? Have Bayley, and Bayley is a heel, like full-blown heel. And the best way to get heat on Bayley is for her to beat Rhea in Perth. Now, Bayley can either walk in the champion or she can walk out the champion. Either way, that crowd is gonna go like Pat Patterson used to say, banana. Yeah. They're gonna go crazy. Yeah. Got you thinking about that.
Well, Paul, the ball is in your court. Let's see if you got the balls to do it.
Yeah, let's see. Because that's big right there.
That is big. That's huge.
That's pretty big. And I haven't heard nobody bring that up. Nowhere.
No.
All to keep with one person. All right. Well, who you keep up with? I feel that. Oh, my boy driving. All right. No. Please be safe out there on the road, y'all. Please.
Yeah,
don't. Us at two hills shooting shit. We do not recommend or advocate for you to text and drive.
We definitely don't recommend that. Okay.
Alexa Bliss, not a bad person to keep up with.
Definitely not.
What you like about Alexa? But D Black, if you can hear me out there in podcast world, your boy, yeah, the amazing ace, him, yeah, me, Bayley, beating Rhea in Perth. Yes, sir. We matter of fact, this is what we gonna do. Nikki, if you're still watching, we finna pin us something here. This is gonna be my second pin. What if they swerve us? Yeah.
That's something.
I like that. They got you
I could have
thinking.
came up with. I don't think I could have came up with that one. Very good, my boy.
Appreciate you. That's what we here for, man. That's what we here for. No bullshit.
That's 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 a that's a juicy one right there. Woo!
Yes, sir.
Because I mean, it's pretty much known that Rhea, I mean, that's her hometown. They go crazy for her. Wow.
Hey, somebody please pin that for us. One of the people in the group chat, my good people, please pin this. Matter of fact, I'll put it in the start. Please pin that chat. Please.
Man,
that's gonna be something. That would be something. It feel like the show that came to a fucking halt. We were talking about dog, but no, yeah. Now it's on your mind.
Yeah, it's definitely on my mind.
What ultimate way to kick off Bayley's heel turn? What ultimate way to kick off her heel turn by doing that right there? Because off the rip, she would be a big deal.
Oh, yeah.
She would be a big deal. This would be... I did want Bayley to go back to being a hugger, man. Like, I ain't gonna lie. When Bayley was a hugger, the way I feel about Stephanie Van Carol La Primera, no bullshit. Right. That's the way I actually feel about Bayley. I'm gonna do it every time. I ain't bullshitting.
Yeah, I know.
But
we can't have the Bayley buddies if she turns heel. Unless they're evil Bayley buddies, but I don't know how you would create that.
We probably won't see Bayley buddies until she get inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, she killed them all. And I'm talking literally, she took a stick with a hook on it, and literally sliced them all up.
Yeah. Unfortunately, y'all, that's not coming back. None whatsoever. Unfortunately. But I mean, it is what it is. Everybody must grow and evolve. And so did Bayley. But we do got something going on here at Two Hills Shooting the Shit. We love engaging with y'all, man. Let's keep that engagement up. We do this every week for y'all. Coming live Tuesdays at 4 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Eastern. And please stay tuned, stay locked in. There will be an announcement posted in the Facebook chat if we're going to change times. There's a chance that we might. There's a chance that we might not. We might change dates and times. Just stay on the lookout for that.
I don't want to.
Back from the dead.
I don't want to, but,
like
it's a possibility.
Life be lifing. But now that we done ran through all our topics for today, y'all, this ain't over. This is the best part of the show where we about to do a bunch of fans interaction. Now, we're going to start this what y'all want to talk about. We'll talk about what y'all want to talk about. Any questions, comments, concerns, or whatever y'all got going on. But I would like to kick this off with this right here. I want to read something. I'll show you something. And what y'all think about this?
Oh, you're talking about
hold on. Oh yeah. All right. Can you see the screen? Everybody should be able to see the screen.
I see you.
See if I could zoom in a little bit here.
You're not sharing anything right now.
What? I just want. Oh shit! Hold on, y'all. My bad. I forgot to add this to the stage.
There we go.
My bad. Oh shit! I'd have called the live. Yes, you did. Is that my boy Rod? What's the word? Cuz hey, please like, share, comment, and subscribe, my boy. If y'all in the sports tomorrow night, we get it popping on here. No push. All right, here we go. I'm gonna read this excerpt real quick from Vito. Anybody remember Vito? Used to wear the dress and all that whatnot on WCW and WWE television. Had a short little stint in the WWE. But remember Bret Hart was invited to SummerSlam, and when he got there, they didn't have enough seats for him, but they said they had a seat for
Kevin Nash.
Kevin Nash. And he was saying like how he believed they don't really appreciate him and all this other whatnot. Okay. So this is Big Vito. I had to make sure I screenshotted this before he took it down. He says, "How long can we hear you, bitch? That's all you do now. You were looked up to as a great wrestler, technician, a guy I modeled my wrestling after. I was so proud to wrestle you, be in the same company as you. They was in WCW together. But this years of just complaining, years of bitching and moaning. You have every right to be pissed off about things, but it's time to stop. Who the hell wants to hear it anymore? It's Goldberg, it's Hogan, it's Vince. Who else can we complain about? You get paid to appear and you still bitch. Kevin Nash got a seat. I think I just threw up. You have become someone that people can't stand to listen to anymore. I looked up to you in this business. I was there the night you got hit. He was referencing the night he got his career ended, potential. Damn near got his. Well, essentially he did get his.
No, it ended his career
by Goldberg. I mean, he wrestled a little bit after that, but that's neither here nor there. Shit. There have been many whose career has stopped because of injury. Some who might have been better than you. Yeah, better. Concussions and broken necks. People losing limbs. People that have died, and you don't let them die in peace. When he was talking bad about Hogan after Hogan passed. Whoops.
You just.
I got plenty of beef. I say it once and that's it. I make my point. But bitching with money in the bank, you treat it like royalty and you treat people like shit. You still get paid by the WWE and you're still complaining. How about this? Take your ball and just go the fuck home. It's been said. Finally, someone has spoken. It's me. Now go have a miserable day. The best there was at bitching. The best there ever will be at bitching. And one last thing. The best there ever will be at bitching.
Yeah.
What do y'all think about that? What do y'all think about that? Does Vito have a point?
Well, first off, anytime I bring up the kick and how it pissed me off as a fan, you always tell me, bro, it's time to let that go. So it's probably time to let that go. It happened 25 years ago. But Brett does seem to like the bitch a lot. I absolutely agree. He seems to like the bitch a lot. And it's like almost like what Raven used to say. What about me? What about Raven? What about me? What about Brett?
What about Raven?
Yeah.
I think about Austin when he be like, what about Raven? Never more.
Never more, yeah. So at this exact moment, like Bret Hart is he's irrelevant. And that's tough for me to say, considering who he
boy, you gotta
is.
say that and do one of these.
He is honestly irrelevant in this day and age. Nobody's really talking about Bret Hart anymore. And yes, you got invited to SummerSlam, but then you didn't get a seat, but Kevin Nash did. So fucking what?
Okay, I'm parked at 7 Spires. I can respond. Very nice. Like Brett, hey, D Black, that's your era. Brett, you lived through the Bret Hart era for sure. So you can speak on it. Like Vito is right on the fucking money, bro.
He is.
it's time. Like Brett, at this point, like I love Brett, bro. Let me start by saying this: the greatest wrestling technician of all time, bro. You can even argue that his match with Stone Cold Steve Austin is the greatest match in WrestleMania history. It is easily the best double turn in wrestling history. It is one of the best heel and face turn. Well, that's a double turn. That started Brett's best run of his entire career, 1997. I hold that up against any career, any year in Bret Hart's entire career, and I promise you, 1997 will shine through. But yo, it's time. It is time. Like, dog. At this point, brother, you would have lost Owen. You would have lost British Bulldog. You would have lost
Anvil.
Can't think of his name. Yeah, you lost Anvil. You lost Pillman. You would have lost Mr. Perfect. You would have lost a lot of people, bro. Rick Rude, a lot of people. And dog, like, bro, you man, Goldberg, like it's crazy. Like Goldberg, I'm not saying that Goldberg is always right on everything, but this one particular subject, bro, he's right. Like, dog, you starting to sound like a bitch. Like Goldberg said it, now Vito is saying it, and respect the Vito for actually having nuts to say it and on social media in front of the world. But you are whining, bro. Like, and honestly, it's starting to really reshape the way people look at your career, dog. And I hate that for you. I would hate that for Brett. Like, honestly. Like,
talk your shit, my boy.
It's so much good things to like, and it's crazy because it kind of shines that light on what Bischoff said about Brett when he first came over to WCW. He said, yeah, we had Bret Hart on contract, but Brett left his heart in Montreal. Like when he came, he didn't really just he wasn't motivated. He wasn't, yeah, was the booking shit? Definitely. But it ain't like he didn't help. And if I recall, Brett was like a 2 or 3 time WCW champion. So at least I think he won a belt at least twice.
It was.
And the United States belt.
Mm-hmm.
So
he beat Sting for it, if I'm not mistaken. He beat Sting for it one of the times, didn't he?
I believe so, because I think that's when he had hit Sting with the baseball bat and they turned him heel like some jackasses. But I mean, at this point, bro, it's time, dog. Like, if you and Sean, like this is my thing. If you and Sean can shake hands and get along and become friends again, you and Goldberg can get along, bro. Like, cause I know he like the fantasy book their careers and whatnot. Like, oh, what could have been? Oh, he could have came back and had matches with Kurt. He could have had a match with Cena. He could have had a match with I guess with Shawn Michaels again. Because Shawn Michaels did have that second run.
I feel like Goldberg may have taken another 5 or 6 years of Brett away from us. But Brett was also kind of at the tail end of things. He may have been able to resurrect his career like Shawn Michaels did, but there's no guarantee that he could have.
See, the difference between him and Shawn, and we must make this distinction. Shawn Michaels' career got put on pause by way of injury, by a freak accident. You know, Taker dropped him over the casket. Brett, Montreal really beat the passion out of him. Like, he didn't have no more passion after that. He didn't have no heart. His heart wasn't in the game, pun intended.
I was about to say,
like, it's and I swear, bro, I don't feel good as a wrestling fan to sit here and say these things about Bret Hart. But if we gonna talk on this channel, we ain't gonna come on here and bullshit you. Like, and I ain't gonna ever lie to the people. I'm gonna give you my honest opinion every Tuesday and Wednesday. But that's what it is, bro. Like, if you really just sit down and unbiasedly look at this, bro, you whining, dog. Like, you sound like a female. But that boy said, man, you worse than some of these females.
Hmm.
Like, dog, you had a great career, bro. Like DiBiase, I bet you DiBiase will trade careers with you.
God, don't get me started on Ted.
I bet Roddy Piper would trade careers with you.
God.
I bet you your brother Owen would trade careers with you.
You went there.
I mean, but these are facts, though. I mean, I would like these things to be. I would like to believe that these are facts.
No, I agree.
Pretty much anybody short, any wrestler short of Cena, Austin, Rock, Hogan would trade careers with you. And Ric Flair and Undertaker would trade, and Kane would trade careers with, and Shawn Michaels would trade careers with you. I'll even go as far as say CM Punk would trade careers with you. And he loves Bret Hart. For sure.
No.
My bad, y'all. I didn't mean to go off on a rant on Bret, but I feel like it was. Yeah, there we go. There we go, bro. Like that basically, man. I just had to kick that segment off with. I just had to kick that segment. What you want to talk about off with that right there, man? I had to address that because.
With that being said,
I'm getting sick.
What do y'all want to talk about? Give us any questions you have.
Come on, man. Shoot your questions away, man. Shoot them away. What do y'all like to talk about? What questions you got? Comments and or concerns? Let's see what we got going on here. All right, everything is going on the tube. Going on the tube. So hold on. Let me see. Man, bend over. Let me see it.
I mean, it has to be pretty bad.
It's not a rap channel.
It has to be pretty bad if I'm saying Bret Hart is irrelevant.
How many 90s wrestlers are relevant, though?
That's true.
You can even make the argument that Stone Cold Steve Austin isn't relevant in this day and time.
But you don't see him sitting out here bitching and complaining, though.
Because he had a great career. That's why I say, like, out of the 8 names that I listed, everybody else, I'm willing to bet they'll trade careers with Bret Hart if they was given the opportunity.
Oh, yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah, Bret is just kind of, yeah, it disappoints me to see what he's become.
They say if you play when you be the hero long enough, you turn into the villain. I might have botched the cliche, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
I mean, he outside of being political. I mean, we only know about Bret playing politics one time, but he damn near turned it into Hogan.
Politics, he was going against what was being played against him. I mean, yes, he was saying, "I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose," but I mean, the rule in wrestling has always been: if you're leaving, you drop the belt.
Yeah, you drop the belt on your way out the door. You win him in the ring, you lose him in the ring. You win him in the ring, you lose him in the ring. Yeah, that's how it goes.
I don't think Bret would have had the same kind of impact if he had dropped the title the next night on Raw.
Well, at that point, he was willing to drop the belt to anybody that wasn't Shawn Michaels. Hell, he even said, "I'll lose to the Brooklyn Brawler." Yeah, that's some next level. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Hey, I know Jim Cornette hates Vince Russo, but boy, that got to be some next level hatred for you to be like, "Hey, man, I would rather lose to the Brooklyn Brawler than to lose to you." That's
Shit.
wicked, man.
I would have watched that. I'd love to see Brawler win just once.
There are babies who want to change diapers with bread. No,
He
you
hit that one
funny as
right on
hell.
the head. He hit that one right on the head.
Hey man, you funny as hell for that, D Black. I ain't bullshitting. Like, damn, bro. And Brett posted, well, he is one of the all-time greats, but that star is losing his luster, man. I'll ask out about hearing him complain one more time. No
Like
bullshit.
he's just.
So y'all don't have no questions? No, nothing?
I guess not.
Well, I have a question.
Sure.
If you can go back in time and redo one particular finish, one particular storyline, one debut, what would it be? Oh man, matter of fact, think about that right quick. Let me address Bree one time. You asked me last week when did I started watching wrestling, and I forgot to answer that question. I'm answering it right now. 2002. It was right before WWF crossed over to WWE. The main event on SmackDown was Hulk Hogan and The Rock versus Kevin Nash, X-Pac, and Sky Hall. So this was right after WrestleMania 18. I just got home from choir rehearsal, which was on Thursdays at the time. And I was just flipping through the channels. Around that time, I was real heavy into basketball. I wasn't even watching football then. But basketball was my shit. Mostly because I was playing Little League basketball. So, you know. And I was flipping the channel. We had cable, so Raw wasn't even an option. And I ran across SmackDown. And I see these people in the ring fighting. Like, obviously, you know what boxing is. Like, who don't know what boxing is? And I'm like, man, these people don't look like they boxing. They look like they fighting. Like, for real, for real. I'm crazy as hell. At 2002, I was like 9 years old. So I'm thinking this is real. I think these people in there really fighting, really in there getting down. And I say, man, that was pretty interesting. So I started watching next week, and then the following week, and then the following week, and then the following week. So that what got me hooked, man. I got hooked. So when I was talking the other day about Hulk Hogan and Jimi Hendrix Voodoo Child, that was my first introduction to Hulk Hogan. The red and yellow with him coming out the Voodoo Child on SmackDown. So my first introduction to The Undertaker was the American Badass or Big Evil when he was on SmackDown, when him and Brock had their program on SmackDown, which is damn good, by the way. Best Hell in the Cell match. I know everybody ain't gonna agree with that, but I think that's the best Hell in the Cell match. So, you know,
I can agree.
I just had to make sure I addressed that. I ain't want to let your question undo. But who's your childhood favorite and who's your today's favorite?
My childhood favorite was Hogan. I mean, of course, now knowing what I know about him behind the curtain, I mean,
Hogan must pose.
It's not gonna work for me, brother.
That ain't gonna work for me, brother.
I don't have the Fu Manchu, but you know. Today's favorite, man, I like Roman Reigns. I like Roman, despite the fact that before 2 years ago, for the last 4 years, he was champion, and I don't like that kind of shit, but I still like Roman Reigns. I like CM Punk because he is seemingly keeping his he's kind of behaving, so to speak, because the first time around wasn't so good and his AEW run wasn't so good. So, I've always been a big Punk fan, but I lost a lot of respect for him the way that he just walked out. And I lost a lot of respect for Stone Cold too when he did it too. So, don't be like, well, what about Stone Cold? No, I lost a lot of respect for him too, because he took away from us, the fans, him. And I don't get me wrong. I'm sure he had his reasons, but at the same time, Stone Cold will tell you now, if he had to do it all over again, he would have never done it. I don't know if Phil would say that, but but my boy definitely childhood favorite was always Hogan.
My boy D Black say it's the American dream, Dusty Rhodes, baby. But yo, D Black, I need you to answer this for me. Why do you think that's the best Hell in a Cell match of all time? I could give you my reason, but I want to know yours. I told John my reason offline, but I want to hear yours before I give mine. But to answer Bree's question, childhood favorite, I can't say Stone Cold because by the time I started watching, he was already he had already took his ball. Nah, he was just about to take his ball and go home. Actually, he walked out twice. He walked out right after WrestleMania 18. He was gone for 2 weeks, and then he walked out again in June whenever he was supposed to put over Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
Now, childhood favorite, I would have to say John Cena by proxy. Actually, I take that back. My favorite, and it's gonna be very controversial, but I'm gonna say it. Hey, it is what it is. Like I said, I ain't gonna lie to the people. It was Chris Benoit, man. It was Benoit. I know what he did personally. I'm not gonna get into that. That's been well documented. You can talk about that amongst yourself. But it's definitely Chris Benoit, bro.
We ain't gonna talk about that on here.
No, we ain't talking about that on here. But if you ask me that question, I got an answer. I'm gonna give you an honest answer. It was Benoit 1, Eddie 2. Benoit, I mean, say what you want about him, but when he was in the ring, bro, you believe. Like, he was that good. Like, was he the best promo? Nah, not even. But yeah, I know. Well, was he the best promo? No. But in the ring technician, he was almost as close to Brett as you can get. And what really sucks for a guy like Kurt Angle is, his personal things. Kurt Angle can't even tell the best rivalry in his entire career, because I still say to this day, Kurt Angle's best opponent was Chris Benoit. And if y'all don't believe, Royal Rumble 2003, Boston, Massachusetts, WWE Championship. Go look it up. Go watch that match and come back and talk to me next week. Great match. I think it's one of the best matches of Kurt's career, honestly, objectively. Right now, who's my favorite right now? It's Gunther, man. It's Gunther. The psychology and the fluid body of work that came with that match. Come on now, somebody know? Oh, you talking about the Hell in the Cell? Yeah, facts. I'll address that Hell in the Cell in a second. But right now it's Gunther. Serious, like he embodies what a professional wrestler is supposed to be. Like he has it from top to bottom. Like, can his promos get better? Yes, but his in-ring ability, great. You can have, if you can't have a great match with Gunther, then you probably don't need to be in the business, to be honest. That's why I was very serious about whenever he was facing Goldberg. I said they better not, bro. If they beat Gunther in one night, he will go from being the be all end all to being Vladimir Kozlov in one night.
Not everybody knows who that is. So you might have to clarify.
Okay, well, you hold on.
No, you don't gotta pull it up. Just to explain, he was billed as being,
basically he was a comedy character. He was a comedy. He was a Russian. He was a European comedy character. So, and the fact that you can't remember who he is makes my point. It literally makes my point. You remember Santino Marella? He was a comedy character. You remember R-Truth? He's a comedy character. You remember Brian Kendrick to a degree. He was a comedy character. You remember Perry Saturn when he had the mop? He was a comedy character. But since you can't remember Vladimir Kozlov, come on, man. And since you can't remember Vladimir Kozlov, ooh-wee.
Oh, I remember him, but
he's also two-way. What do you mean two-way clashes? My boy typing fat hell over there. But what's your best Hell in a Cell match of all time? I know what you're gonna say, but I just want to get it out there in front of the people.
It's that first one, and it has nothing to do with Kane's debut. That was actually a really good match with Shawn and Taker. Like, that was a really good match. I mean, there were spots in that match. It has nothing to do with Kane. I mean, that's what the match ended up being about, was Kane's debut. Mm-hmm. But that one is actually considered to be one of, if not the best Hell in a Cell match ever. Now, I'm not saying it is. I'm saying arguably.
It's your opinion. If you say it is, it is.
Arguably, yes. That first one, and like I said, it has nothing to do with Kane. Kane was just a bonus to the end of it because Shawn and Taker actually put on a really damn good match. Something that you wouldn't expect from Taker.
Now, I've told you why I believe that Brock. Oh, okay. He's saying he can play a good heel and a good face. Oh, wait till we get Homelander Cody, and it is coming for sure. Yeah, we
ain't gonna get heel Cody for years.
I don't think they're gonna make the same mistake with Cody that they did with Cena. I don't think they're gonna wait like up 10 years to try to turn him heel. Something tells me that they learn from trips, learn from the mistakes of others. Because that Cena heel turn went over like a fart in church. But Travis Scott. Fiend. My bad, bro.
You're gonna work that in once a week, ain't you?
Hey, if you give me the alley, I'm a dunk it, brother. That's what's gonna happen. But look, I love the match that Taker had with Shawn. I'm not denying that it was a great match. I'm not denying any of that. The only thing is Kane's debut overshadows the match. And it really makes the match an afterthought because when you hear Bad Blood 97, you think of two things. You think of that gotta be Kane. And that's how Shawn won the match. By Kane's interruptions. And him tombstoning Taker.
You know what I think of when I think of Bad Blood 97 and that first Hell in a Cell? That fucking chair shot that Taker gave Shawn that sounded like a fucking gunshot.
Yeah, he smacked the shit out of his ass, boy.
He really did.
Hey, man. Hey. As my boy Lee Hawk used to say, don't bump until you feel contact. Oh, yeah, man. They made him bump on that one. That's for sure. And it just, Brock, and again, like it hold a special place to me because, like I said, that's my first introduction to the Undertaker in 2002. And again, it was the top program on SmackDown. And it really solidified Brock Lesnar as a main eventer. Yes, he won the WWE Championship from The Rock at SummerSlam. That is true. But you didn't really stamp, like, iron, like, beyond a shadow of a doubt, you didn't stamp him in as a main eventer until Taker put him over. Now, I wish they didn't go with that shit finish that they did at Unforgiven that year. That was terrible for the WWE Championship and your main event to end on a disqualification on a pay-per-view, nonetheless.
You're talking about when he threw him through the screen?
Yes. I think that's very terrible. That was a very lazy finish.
Very lazy.
But for you to double back and give us that Hell in a Cell, yeah.
It's definitely
very
top
nice.
three.
I can
definitely top three. Actually, that's probably number two. I can't even think of what my third one would be, but those two are the ones that stand out the most.
Probably Sasha and was that Bailey or Becky? And the hell or Charlotte? I know Sasha was in the match. It might be one of those. I can't tell you for sure if who she was wrestling. Matter of fact, I want to know now. Give me 1 second. I can tell you.
Where would you rank Jey Uso and Roman Reigns Hell in a Cell match?
Top 10. It wouldn't be in my top 5.
Definitely not.
Like, I don't know. It's just Roman and Jey just, I don't know. It's just something about them too. It just didn't click. Like, it clicked with him and Cody. It clicked with him and Brock. It clicks with him and Seth. Like, it just don't click with him and Jey, bro. Like, I don't know what it is, but it just doesn't.
I think the I Quit match was better.
Yeah, that was Becky Lynch. That was her and Becky.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Most certainly that was her and Becky. 2019. Oh, man. Yeah, brother. Did
Bailey and Sasha have a Hell in a Cell match?
I believe they did. Hold on. It would make sense. But by that, what sucks is by that time, the Hell in a Cell has been bastardized to where it was like,
painted red.
That too. Okay, well, yeah, that was in 2020, the following year. I'll give you that. I'll give you that one, D Black. That's a good one. The Jericho Triple H Hell in a Cell, man, it just didn't do it for me. Outside of Tim and fucking his shoulder up and not being able to wrestle again. I mean, not being able to ref again. I cannot.
Taker?
Top 5. There we go. End of an era. Bruh, I ain't gonna lie. 28, Miami, Florida. Yes, sir. Mm-hmm. That gotta be one of the best false finishes ever. Because bro, he got hit with that pedigree and that super kick. I smooth thought the match was over then. I say, damn, that's how they gonna book Taker. That's tough. No, that's definitely, I will put that. Matter of fact, that would be my number 3. That would be my number 3. That for sure would be my number 3.
Yeah.
Or number 2. 3. What
about Taker and Edge? Didn't they do a Hell in a Cell, or was that just a cage match?
I think they did do a Hell in a Cell, but I push that further down the list. I'll say top 10. You can put it anywhere between 6 and 10. Like, and that sucks because after a while, a lot of Hell in a Cell matches just kind of, it's a blur. They run into each other because the concept got bastardized.
And then you have
I like what they're doing now.
And then you have an entire pay-per-view dedicated to it. So it used to be like a surprise when that used to happen. Now there's a whole pay-per-view built around it. There's no surprise. There's no surprise. Like, oh, these guys are going to go Hell in a Cell. Oh, well, I mean, the pay-per-view's titled Hell in a Cell. There's going to be a Hell in a Cell match.
I'll put Drew and Punk at number 5.
Ooh, that was a good one. Yeah. Oh, that was a really good one.
I would go Brock and Taker, Shawn and Taker, Trips and Taker. Damn, Taker's on this list a lot. Becky and Sasha. Taker. I mean, not Taker. I just said the 5th one. Drew and Punk, Bailey and Sasha. And then we can insert whatever else after that. Because him and Shawn Michaels, that was a boring match. Him and Batista, Triple H and Shawn Michaels, that was a boring match. Triple H and Batista, that was a boring match. I mean, and I hate to say that about Shawn Michaels, but their street fight is the best match they ever did.
Didn't Triple H and Kevin Nash have a Hell in a Cell match?
Yep, they did. With Mick Foley in there as a special guest referee. That's how you know it's to do it. Because you're trying to put Mick Foley in the match to get the match.
Triple H and Cactus Jack, Royal Rumble.
No Way Out.
Or was that just a regular cage?
No Way Out. You thinking of No Way Out. They had a street fight at the Royal Rumble. Yeah. Okay, he retired Cactus Jack.
Was it Hell in a Cell?
It was a Hell in a Cell.
Okay.
It was a Hell in a Cell. Now, I love Mick Foley. Do love Cactus Jack.
Bro, Mankind. How can we not include Taker and Mankind from King of the Ring 98?
I'm about to get them. The reason why it's tough to include Mankind in these matches because it is a spot fest. You think you're taking 2 spots out of the match and saying because these 2 spots are here, that's what make the match great. I need more than that, bro. And at that point, you turning yourself into a test dummy or a stunt double or whatever does not constitute to a great match. Because if that's the case, how are we talking about AEW right now? It's a spot fest. We got to do all this crazy shit. Well, I'm just saying, like, just what's the general talk about AEW?
I know what you're saying.
I got you. Like, I love Mick Foley, bro, and I'm not saying that he isn't good at what he do. He's damn good at what he do. But just because your match is a spot fest, like
no, you're right on that. You take those 2 moments out of the match, and it wasn't.
What is it? And respect to Taker because Taker had a broken ankle in that match. He wrestled on a broken ankle. He had a bone chips in his ankle. I mean, it wasn't like broken, like, oh man, he shattered this shit, but he had bone chips in that match.
I can tell you a Hell in a Cell match. I can tell you a Hell in a Cell match that didn't take place on a pay-per-view that actually was really good, and that was Austin and Taker versus Mankind and Kane. It was on Raw. And they ended up going off the air before it was over. And you had Austin and Kane on top of the cage, and Raw went off the air, and we never actually got to see it. But it was a really good match. Taker busted Paul Bearer open with the stairs. Mankind took a couple of bumps on the steps, but like it was when they were pushing Austin versus Kane. Kane had climbed to the top of the cage, and Austin went after him, and they were getting ready to get at it. And you know, of course, you hear JR, "We're out of time," and we never got to see how it ended. But it was really good, though.
This had to be like 1998 sometime.
I don't know.
It had to be in 98.
I'd have to look it up, but It was actually really good. It was on Raw. One of the only times I think they ever had a Hell in a Cell match on Raw. I don't remember every damn thing.
Yep. It was August 24th. D Black on your birthday, August 24th, 1998. Actually, I lied. That was actually it was June 15th, 1998. They had Kane and Mankind in the Hell in a Cell on August 24th. Damn, they had 2 Hell in a Cell matches on Raw within 2 months of each other.
Okay, so maybe it wasn't the only fucking time.
Damn, that's crazy. Okay, we all got. If you're still following with us, Mamba Day, no bullshit. If you're still following with us, please like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel so your 2 favorite heels can continue
shooting the shit with you.
Yes, indeed. Every Tuesday, like we like to do here on the YouTube, Facebook, and eventually, also known as X. We got us to get it rolling, y'all. Starting in September, my people, starting in September, we gonna, it's like church, baby. Hey, we got to keep the podcast going. And if y'all like the way we shoot the shit with you, we got to get it going. And these things is not cheap, people. We want to keep bringing it to you. So we're going to have a cash app or some setup that's specifically designed for the show that can help improve the quality and everything else. Because we're trying to build up the show. And we can't build it without you. Now, again, we ain't like the Jehovah's Witness or nothing like that. We ain't going to beg you. We ain't going to hound you. It's like church, man. Whatever the good Lord put on your church. Whatever the good Lord put on your heart to give, it's what keeps it going. It's what keeps us going. Because pretty soon, we want to be bigger than just this white wall and just your light side or whatever you got going on. We want to be bigger. We got to be bigger. There we go. There we go.
Taco up there, but that was the touch that my wife added to it.
Hey, Mr. Sacco.
Hey, so whatever works, right?
So then yeah, it works. I mean, it fits. Don't you got something you wanted to give away though?
I can. I mean, we only got 6 people in here, so now hang on a second.
The others just got to go back and watch.
Yeah, that's true. Let me see. I have him right here. I actually have
the money. Money talks.
I actually have 2 things I'm gonna give away. I'm gonna let you choose which one you want. So we have this one. That's Undertaker.
Yep.
And we have this one.
Talk about that's not gonna work for me, brother.
The first person.
Yeah, get you a Hollywood Hulk Hogan.
I'll give you your choice. The first person that can email me
I want Undertaker.
The number of Hulk Hogan at sts.jdub@gmail.com, you will get your choice of the 2.
Hold on, let me put that in hold on, say that again. Shit. Say that again for me right quick.
The number
STS.
that was on sts.jdub@gmail.com. The first person that can email me the number that was on Hollywood Hogan will get your choice.
That boy say, I lost. That's the Gmail right there.
I'll show it one more time.
My boy say, I lost.
Taker. and you got Hogan.
Come on, man. Come get them while they hot.
What number is on Hogan?
Like, what do you mean on Hogan? Like on his on that box right there, or?
Yep. What number was he?
Take your time. Take your time. Google his life, my friend.
You can Google it if you want it. The first person to email me with that number.
Hello. Well, we got 165.
Well, you have to email it.
You gotta email it. Why you gotta listen? Why he said email? He said email. See, and we want to do stuff like this, man.
Repeat the question.
I got you. We want to do stuff like this, man, and we want to do bigger things. We want to give away bigger things. Who knows? One day we might be able to give away a title belt. Just saying, like, hey, we want to keep bringing y'all this content, but we gotta amp up. Y'all have to help us amp up. Y'all helping us, we helping y'all. Let's get it, cause this quality entertainment. I'm not bullshitting. No bullshit. That's how it is.
Nobody's emailing.
Come on, man. Somebody's
emailing. You have the right answer. All you gotta do is email it. Oh, damn.
Hot damn. Well,
I mean, I guess.
Well, Rob,
in that particular case, all right. No one wants to email it, so I guess. Who was that? And what was that? MB what?
Oh, my boy Rob, man. Rob, you what you got, Rob? Hold on.
MBDG. All right. I guess that's
MBDG.
The one.
Yeah, everybody got a price. You damn right they do. Got a price.
Right, which one you want?
And StreamYard price is costly.
It's a little bit.
This costs them to run this platform. But we enjoys it though. Like, I want y'all to understand that too, man. We enjoys this. We enjoy doing this every Tuesday. That's why we here. We always talked about this. Like, what if we was able to pull this off, my boy? What if we was able to pull this off, man? And we have, essentially, and this is just the beginning. The Undertaker. He want the Undertaker. Okay. Hey, Rob, just shoot me your info. Rather, you can shoot it to me on Telegram. I think you got my number though. Just shoot it to me. Yeah, we got a football group on Telegram. Yeah, we got a football group on Telegram.
Okay.
So yeah, just shoot it. Just shoot me your info, bro, and I'll forward it over to John so you can get what you need. It's sts.jdub@gmail.com, right?
Yep. I mean, nobody emailed me, so he had the right answer, and well, there you go. That's right.
Hey, and honestly, I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
Right.
I ain't gonna lie.
That's not even right. It's J-Dub. Bring it Sunday.
Hold on. Nah, I gotta, bro. He don't live out here. He live on the East Coast, bro. So he'll have to mail it to you.
It's sts.jdub.
I said J-Jub.
You had it right the first time.
Who is Jub?
I'm like, what the Jub?
Oh, snap. Right. Hold on. Yeah.
There we go. That's it.
I was talking about the price for the merch, Virgil. No, man. I can't go out like Virgil because meat sauce.
Can't do that.
They say my boy Virgil was working at Olive Garden at one point. But yeah, Rob, just shoot me your info, bro, and I'll forward it over to John, or I'll just get him to mail it to me, and then I'll give it to you.
I can do that too.
However it could work. However we can work it out.
But now we got this
That's
one
just
to
how
give
we do
away.
it.
Now we got this one to give away at some point.
Just stay. You just gotta keep coming back. You gotta stay locked in because I'm telling you, bro, we trying to get big to where we're giving away title belts. We could possibly give away tickets, like all these things. I know that sounds like pie in the sky. It sounds like a big dream, but dreams can become a reality if you really push for it.
Damn,
and we need y'all to help with the push. This was a dream, and now it's a reality.
That's right.
So that is the official email of the show. So whenever y'all, oh my boy, for sure. What's up with it? Hey man, hey, for all those that like that real talk, that like that entertainment television, please go tap in with my boy for sure TV. Like real dude out of Indiana, man. Hey, I tap into his show all the time. I be on there periodically. So, and pretty soon down the road, I want to do some collab shows with him on these sports. So he fuck with me, I fuck with him, man. Real good people over there. Real talk. We have very good conversations over there. Make sure y'all tap into For Show TV. Give it to you, bro. Cause I'm all right, baby. That's cool. All right. I'll just send him my info and get it done.
Take it.
It's the $1 million dream.
It
Man,
is.
Bree was gonna put me in that $1 million dream if I didn't get her name right.
Oh yeah.
I was just saying. She was about to hem your boy up. Nah, for sure. Salute to you, brother. You tapped in on my wrestling night too. Yes, sir. But tap into me. Oh, for all my sports lovers, I'll be back up here tomorrow, 7 p.m. Wednesday, talking about this good football, man. It's a lot to talk about. So make sure y'all come tap back into this channel, man. We ain't trying to be locked into just wrestling. We trying to talk about it all. Oh, let's see. Okay, appreciate it. Let's put that banner back up, my boy.
Probably won't be a part of that one. I'll probably be watching that one.
Nah, that's cool, bro. You know, you always welcome on the show. Hell, this is partially your channel too. It's both our channels.
That's right.
We just getting it. You probably would have got the task mission. No bullshit. I'm going out like Kurt. I'm out of there. Tapped out. Finished. Yeah. Except they're gonna book Bree better than.
In the 12 years that I've known her, that has been her one damn pet peeve is people pronouncing her name like that.
Hey man, look. You reacted too, right? That will be tomorrow, bro. I might have slipped and told you Tuesday, but I like to leave Tuesday just for wrestling, like my wrestling podcast. Wednesday is sports. So I promise you, bro, on my show, I got you tomorrow on me.
He said on his soul.
Yeah, on my soul. Like I'm like Taker, man, digging holes and taking souls. That was pretty funny. That was one of the funniest. That was one of the funniest Taker clips ever.
You know, there's something I want to say about Taker.
Go ahead.
Taker is probably the only person in WWE and wrestling that could take a Johnny Cash song and make it fucking work. You remember when he came back and he used "Ain't No Grave."
That's 2011. WrestleMania 27.
Only person that could ever do that. I can't think of any other wrestler.
Fact.
Go ahead.
Fun fact. That program was originally for him and Sting.
It was supposed to be, but they couldn't get Sting to commit.
Talk about missing the boat.
Back then they missed it.
That was 2 times.
If you try it now, it's not going to work.
Oh hell no! Look, Sting and Taker is on that same list with Austin and Hogan. I don't want to see it. Well, I can't see one obviously now, but with all due respect, may you rest in peace. But But yeah, bro, like even in the time they was trying to do it, it wouldn't work. Even if it was 02, 05, if it wasn't in 98, my boy. All right, yeah. If it wasn't in 97, if it wasn't in 98, if it wasn't in 99, and the beginning of 2001, leave it alone, bro.
Nah,
leave it alone, because I'm telling you, we would have been pissed off had we got it and it was a shit match. It wasn't gonna work. It wasn't gonna work at all.
But yeah, no. When Taker used,
you got anything you want to add before we put the finishing touches on this?
No, not really. But I'm just saying. Yeah, I heard the whole thing about that was supposed to be him and Sting, but it ended up, not being. Damn, we got 10 people in here, and we're about to cut out.
10 people.
Well, 9
Been in here 2.5 hours.
It's probably about time to put a bow on.
I mean, if they got questions, I'll answer. I'll leave this open for 5 more minutes for questions. If we got questions, we'll definitely answer those questions in the next 5 minutes. But if not, it's gonna be time to put the bow on it. They're saying, tell them to go home. Tell them to go home. 5 more minutes.
We're getting that. We're getting that. Yeah, we're getting the message in our head.
Yeah, you gotta wrap it up. Yeah, we're getting the message in our heads to wrap it up.
Now, damn it.
Yes, they say, yeah. Hold on, Vince. Yeah. Tell Vince, baby, this live. Tell Vince this, baby, this live TV. What you gonna do? Shit, right. What you gonna do?
So let me ask you this.
Let
me ask you a question real quick. Do you think
the blackout,
going back to that Raw where Shawn was supposed to kick Brett out of the wheelchair, but Brett missed his cue? You think Brett missed his cue on purpose so it wouldn't be shown on live?
Like TV? A motherfucker. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, indeed. Yes. Bro, like, and that's the thing about that one specific rivalry. And I'd argue, I think, okay. See, now you didn't get me extra 5 minutes. Let me adjust myself right quick. I think that's the best rivalry in WWE history. Yes, better than Kane and Undertaker. Yes, better than the Mega Powers. Yes, better than Austin and Rock. Yes, better than Cena and CM Punk. Yes, better than Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar. Whatever rivalry you want to put, I got Brett and Shawn because that
better
was
than
real.
Austin McMahon.
Yes, because that was an act. Yes, that was an act. This was real. Like, that was as real can get. Like, they legitimately did not like each other. They was legitimately being petty. He legitimately said,
this is kind of answering, because my wife said something in the Facebook the other day about feuds. So this is kind of answering that question.
I think it's the best feud ever because it was real. Like, you didn't have to write it. It literally wrote itself. And to the point where if you got to go watch Hip Wrestling with Shadows, you have to go watch that documentary. If you got access to Peacock, if they still got it up, please go watch. Please go up. Nah, better than that. Nah, you being funny. But nah, for real though, like Brett and Shawn was real. When they had, I don't know what Raw it was, but they was in Hartford, Connecticut in 1997. They legitimately had a fight backstage. When he went on camera and said, well, it looks like you've been having some very sunny days, that really did cause a rift in Brett's household between him and his wife.
Mm-hmm.
To where she thought that he was actually fucking around with Sonny when Shawn was actually fucking around.
I was saying in reality, it was Shawn that was doing it.
And that's well documented also. I feel so bad for Chris Candido. May he rest in peace. But no, seriously, like I think that's the best rivalry ever because it was real. That was real emotion. That was them really going out there being petty.
Chris was in the whole wrestling. Sonny was in the back fucking
and doing other things.
Like, damn.
Man.
Mm.
Like, yes, they were professional enough to get in the ring and actually have a match without hurting each other. But when the cameras wasn't rolling, yes, now facts. Like, Rock and Austin is my favorite. It is, like, no doubt. Like, but just because it's my favorite, that don't make it the best. Now, again, Rock and Austin, you can't create that type of magic. Like,
No.
but you also couldn't create this realism over here either, though. And that made for very compelling television in 1997.
Yeah. Brett and Sean, man. I don't think you could ever recreate that. I don't think you could ever recreate that.
Hey, that's my boy Mike up in here, boy. What's good, my boy? My boy Mike. I know that name from anywhere. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. We here every Tuesday, like you see at the bottom of the screen. You kind of caught us at the tail end, but make sure you tap back in Wednesday for sports night. Yeah. Now, for sure, man, this is what we do, bro. This is what we do. For comments just like that. All it takes is for one on my mama. It don't.
That got too real.
I'm gonna tell you why I wouldn't put that up there. Because when Vince gave Matt Hardy that microphone, that shit died. That shit died.
But that shit got way too real backstage. Like, way too fucking real. They
what you saw
separate them. They were having to separate them every time you turned around.
That's what they portrayed on camera. No, okay. That's what they put on camera, but that was the work. That was the work part of it, obviously, because WWE would never put nothing like that on camera. Not under Vince McMahon. Hell no. He's never having that. He's never having that type of chaos. Behind the camera. But they did. They didn't see each other for a while, bro. But Matt went on Bite This, and he started going ham on Lita. He started going ham on Edge to the point where Vince, Johnny Ace, and JR had to. Now, facts, the tension was real. No doubt. I mean, Edge took his girl. Like, Matt Hardy and Lita was a real life item. They was living together. I mean, I'm not gonna get into the whole thing because I really was on to have 5 extra minutes. When he went off of that Bite This, they contacted Matt, all of them, Vince, Johnny Ace, JR, or really JR, Johnny Ace, and Vince in that order, with Vince being the last one, telling them, hey, bro, you got to calm that down. You got to, hey, we understand what's going on in your personal life and all that, whatever, what have you, but it's starting to bleed over into your professional work. And we can't have that type of chaos. And Vince don't like that type of chaos, especially after the Brett and Sean fiasco from 97. He don't want no chaos like that. And Matt Hardy got fired. He legitimately got fired for this. That exact rivalry. He got fired. And they brought him back. That's when he came on TV. And that was the work. Like, that was the work shoot part of it. When he was calling Edge by his government name, et cetera, et cetera. That's the first time Edge was referred to by Adam. I mean, you know, his name's obviously Adam Copeland. And yeah, Vince gave him that microphone. I'm talking about Vince propped this up so good, bro. Like, he talked him out, he brought him out to the ring, and he handed that mic in his hand, and promo died. Promo was terrible.
Matt couldn't work the mic at all. Oh, NWO for sure. I mean, there's no. I don't think there's.
Yeah, we're not arguing that. Okay, I'll take an argument for one group, and that's the Shield. I'll take an argument for them. I'm still going with the NWO, but I'll take the argument for the Shield. I will entertain the argument. I'm not listening to DX, even though I love DX. I'm not listening to Evolution. I'm not listening to the Hardy Boys, the Dudleys, none of that. It's the Shield, NWO, Shield. Cause NWO was crazy, bro. I ain't gonna even lie to you for sure. NWO was mad crazy.
And NWO wasn't even
Like,
supposed to
the way
be... NWO wasn't even supposed to take off the way that it did. Like Eric Bischoff said it was supposed to be a heel group, and then the very next night on Nitro, everybody's wearing NWO shirts.
Yep. And the NWO made Vince dive deep in his bag.
Oh, did he ever?
Hey, Mike, you my dog. I love you. I do. I promise you, you my boy for sure that. But I love the New Day. I do. It's a new day. Yes, it is. But we're talking about a group that revitalized the entire industry, not just one particular program. When that one particular program is the only program in town, the NWO made Vince go back to the drawing board and come up with a different game plan because he was getting his ass kicked on the other channel.
Oh yeah,
religiously. So, nah, man, I can't go with the New Day. I love him though. Kofi Mania. Hey, as a black man, I ain't gonna lie. Greatest WrestleMania moment of all time is Eddie and Benoit, WrestleMania 20. End of the show. That moment still hit me in the feels. Especially if you know what happens later down the line. It really hit you in the feels for shit show. But Kofi Mania, that gotta be number 2 for me. Personally, though. But for personal reasons. Because Kofi wasn't the world heavyweight champion. He wasn't the universal champion. He was the World Wrestling Entertainment champion. So he gets put in the record books. He get put in the record books with Pedro, with Bruno, with Austin, Rock, Taker, Kane, with all the greats. Now, I'm not saying Kofi wasn't great because the way they fucked over my boy on SmackDown, I still got a little heat with Vince for that. No bullshit. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So again, we got the floor open to one last question. One last question. Who wanna end it off? Who wants to end it off, man? Who wants to do this? We got 9 people in here, man. We getting it popping. To me, Evolution hands down.
Randy wasn't supposed to.
Yeah, that was supposed to be Mark Jindrak. But again, looking back at it, that was a great call by Vince. And I'm not mad at that because I think you're looking at it like Batista went on to be a world champion. Obviously, Triple H was a world champion before then. Ric Flair is the 20,000 world champion. And Randy went on to be he's 15 now, right? 14. Randy's either 14 or 15.
It's 14, I think. Oh, damn.
I saw Hulk versus Andre the Giant live. Oh, yeah, see, my boy for sure from Indiana, so he right up there by Detroit. So, yeah, man. Nah, for sure. Nah, that was a moment in time. I mean, I wasn't alive for it, obviously. I mean, that was 6 years before my time. But yes, sir. Yes, indeed.
Viewing? No, I don't think we can.
What happened?
No, we can't. My wife was asking if we could see who our viewers are.
No. It just tells you how many people is live from YouTube, how many people is looking live from Facebook.
Facebook, yeah. Nobody's on Facebook. It's all YouTube.
So, right, and that's what I need. I need it all on the. We need it all on the tube, man. All on the tube, baby.
Yes, sir.
55 to 2.
All right, I guess
Houston, you know about that.
I guess we're gonna put a bow on it. I will.
All right, man, and y'all know how the ending go. I forgot about it last week, but I ain't gonna forget this week. Oh yes, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, STS proudly brings to you is STS Tag Team Champions of the World. I'm not the Road Dog, Jesse James. He's not the badass Billy Gunn, and we damn sure are not the new age outlaws. But what I can agree with is if you ain't down with that, and if you damn sure ain't down with us, over here with your two favorite heels. Your two favorite heels.
Shooting the shit with you.
Ah, yeah. Then we got two words for you. Fuck you. Peace out.
Peace out.